welcome to Our Lady of Conspiracy. Wow. You're just immediately cuddled up like a
I forgot
bug.
I was in a bed. I'm a snuggle bunny. I forgot I was in bed.
We're recording live from the Four Seasons in Los Angeles.
Yeah, it's the 3.5 seasons. It's the 2 seasons.
We finally did a live episode setup. All of the equipment is
Nothing
here.
works. We have nothing. Nothing works. What else? You should have. If you ever had money on, nothing works. Guess what? You better go play Keno with the old Asian ladies in a casino.
Yeah, it's a rough life out here. But anyway, so it's 2 girls and 1 mic in this bitch.
And it's probably haunted too. There's probably a ghost involved too, or I can just be the ghost.
And it's 3 a.m. right now.
It's the witching hour.
I mean, I've been really excited to talk to you about conspiracies.
I don't really want to talk about conspiracies. You're like, make sure to do your speech on Bin Laden. I'll tell you, Bin Laden, bad guy. He was a terrorist.
Well, yeah, we can do Bin Laden over Zoom. I feel like if we're in person, we need to really bring the heat.
Yeah, I mean, we got to do a whole thing. I mean, I got to do a whole thing on Al Qaeda, unless we want to tie it in, like, because Olak is a 3-headed owl. We could that's more like Al Qaeda, if you know what I mean.
Al Qaeda.
Get it?
Yeah.
Wow, the websites start with W then.
We'll add it to the lore. I would love to look hotter, but this position is just not.
Yeah, this is our one chance to look good on camera, and I'm like, what can I do to be more not in it?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna give double chin. I don't.
hey, yeah, this is really what I look like. I'm actually a ghoul.
Here's one thing about you is you never stop moving, ever.
I'm a fidgety. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
You're always moving around.
I know.
You can't stop.
I'm a busy bee. I'm an Africanized busy bee.
You know what's cool about that? I was actually thinking earlier when you were being the saw puppet.
Oh yeah, when I was being the saw puppet, yeah. So every once in a while, there'll be a challenge, and I'll have to get on the tricycle and make sure that, there's a challenge.
I was thinking, there's just no way, how do I get your physical gags to the public? Because, you never know when you're going to, bust out saw puppet.
I don't know when I'm going to... Everybody, you have 30 seconds to run to your kitchen and chug milk, otherwise... I'm on the tricycle. I can't really do it from here, but... You have 30 seconds to go chug milk, otherwise your pets will all be fed to a larger pet. Okay. That didn't work out, so I regret doing that bit, but thanks for bringing that
up. Yeah, let's talk about...
Bin Laden? Oh, God.
No, I want to talk about horror. I want to talk about Friendship, the movie.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I just want to just shoot out anything you say. I don't really like that. It's not really that great.
Yeah, I took an improv class, and I'm really hoping people will start cooperating with me now that I took an improv class.
Yeah, so you sent me a picture of the improv class. It was one guy in a fucking sombrero, and the other guy it was exactly what you would expect.
There was a guy there that, he could not stop making sex jokes to save his life.
Never mind. I'm more out, and I'm back on.
Everything he was listing sex toys that I've never even heard of, and I go to sex shops daily. It was crazy.
Ew.
Yeah, he had a lot of thoughts, and he was really excited to share them.
So he was like Michael Scott with the gun, but he was with sex toys?
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, I would say that's a real don't do that. You see that? Pretty good fun.
Well, I know that our audience members are really excited about the horror episode, which is the special episode that...
This is a horror episode all of a sudden? Did you say horror or horror?
Oh my God.
Because I've got something for both, truth be told.
When I was in San Antonio this weekend, the Black Israelites were...
What you talking about, white devil?
And
They're so fucking funny. God, they're hilarious.
They were in the Alamo Plaza.
You don't want to get in their caught in their crosshairs, but they are so fucking funny.
And he there was this new guy, I guess, and he was being the echo for the person. So the person was reading, and then the new guy was the echo, and he was screaming really loud.
Okay.
And he was like, "Whores!" Just so
F
loud.
slurs. Yeah, usually it's the best is when you get an interracial couple walking by. They hate that. But they usually are the funniest guy of all time. I remember there was one where the guy was, what do you call it? Never mind, I'm blanking.
But anyway,
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
he called. There was sorry,
go.
it's a black Israelite being awesome, and he was like at battle with this native guy, and he said, "What you talking about?" And he called him Uncle Tomahawk. Bodied, game over. Sorry, respect to the native and the native
Oh
lands,
no.
but Uncle Tomahawk, body. Everyone was like, "Oh."
That's like a really
They're
good.
all there. They're all like, yeah, they're insane roasters, and yeah, if they're like, but don't talk. Look at me, white devil. They're the best, and they're wrong as well. So that's pretty funny. You guys aren't the lost tribe of Israelites, so
Yeah, Israel is making a lot of trouble for a lot of people.
yeah, y'all should be really.
I couldn't believe it. I mean, I haven't seen a black Israelite in over like 2 years probably. Like, so and when I did, it was in Austin.
No, we're like it's like a different. It's like
Yeah, like how do you explain that?
No, cause see, we're like there was like multiple tribes, and like we're like another one. We're like another. We're a different thing. Like we're not.
You sound like a New York arsler right now. Let's maybe tone it
Your
down on the
word is
voices.
your word is born, kid. You know what I'm saying? I can which city do you want me to do a gangster accent in?
Hey, if you're not charging your phone, you should charge mine.
I got it. Mine's 19. I got it with the game.
Okay.
Oh, you want me to do it?
I think if
Texas
you're,
black guy? No, I'm saying no. I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
I think if your phone charging level is legal
Here, do you
for,
Give me your phone.
okay.
No, I'm talking about.
Okay, well now here's the issue is I don't know where it is.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to say no, I'm talking about for the rest of the episode because that is one of the coolest things you could say.
Okay, here it is.
No, I'm talking about.
I'm sure the audio right now is amazing.
Okay, I was gonna say something really bad and I did.
Okay, there we go. So there's my phone.
Okay.
Now you have all of my data.
I've already stolen it.
I have negative $200 in my bank account if you want to steal my identity.
I already did. And we're thriving, and we've opened multiple email accounts, and we are getting coupons galore.
Well,
Okay, so you want to talk about the very funny movie Friendship?
yeah, I think it's topical.
Well, can we start off with the insanely terrible take that you hate Tim Robinson and that you hate his sketch comedy? Crazy take.
It's not a take. It's a visceral physical reaction. That's like saying that I hate gluten. It's not that I hate it, it's that it makes me want to throw up.
If you were an Asian man, how would you say gluten?
I'm not doing the voice. You can't trick me. I'm not doing
I was
voices.
just wondering. I was just asking. Just saying if
we're
hypothetically.
we're not all racists like you.
I'm not a racist.
that can just whip out a voice.
I like the gluten.
It's never even right.
The gluten?
What are you doing over there?
I was about to play Clash of Clans. I'm clashing.
We need to get some mobile ads.
Clash of Clans.
That was so loud.
I know it was too loud. Sorry, White Devils.
I don't want to have to edit the audio.
I'm moving back over here. I'm out.
Well, every time you have the microphone, it cuts in and out, so you better pick your poison.
I can't. This is not a good angle.
That's what I'm saying.
I look like Marcus the Worm right here. Help.
Robert, help.
I've been given a felony for laundering $17,000.
Who's the guy he's looking for? Bojangles? Mr. Bojangles?
No, not even close. Jimbo James.
That's pretty close.
Mr. Bojangles, that's racist. Yeah, the old black Israelites, yeah, certainly that is racist for sure. I'm kind of off it. Now I see him, I don't even really watch him.
I haven't seen him in so long.
I knew he was going to fall off with the story. I knew he was going to try too hard. You kind of caught lightning, and then it's like now you're just doing the same shit. It's like,
yeah, you have to either innovate or
oh God, and
everybody's going to move on.
Those first couple of weeks, just what a time. That's how it. That should be the shelf life of everything. That's the problem with TikTok. Is that people will get one viral video and then they'll just spend their entire account and their life trying to recreate the magic of doing the same thing of that one video. And it's like,
yeah.
And they even tell you to like do one thing. So I disagree, and that's why my TikTok is failing miserably and not popping. But no, just pick one niche and keep doing it over and over again is the only way to pop. That's what they say.
Yeah, I think consistency is comforting for people. So for the kind of people that are addicted to internet content, they like seeing the same thing over and over again and knowing what they're going to get from you.
That's a good point.
So it's not necessarily just like the industry or the algorithm. It's people that are addicted to the internet.
True.
If they keep seeing like a bunch of different shit all the time, they're not having a comforting experience of the internet. If every time they see you, you're in the same room with the same wall color, talking in the same cadence about the same topic, they're like, oh, yay, it's the thing that I know and I love, and I'm going to keep watching it over and over again because I have no other blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm the opposite, but I'm just me. I'm the opposite on that. I get upset when I see the same thing. I get, oh, like, here we go again.
Yeah. Well, we're creators. We're innovators.
We're clearly innovators.
We're better than everyone else, so...
If you'd like to sponsor, if you'd like to taste the rainbow, here on the OLOC podcast, we like to taste the rainbow, and it's Pride Month.
The sound that bag is making...
This is ASMR, but it's the R stands for a word that we're not supposed to say.
ASMR word.
Told you I'm being bad. I'm a bad pony. I'm a bad Shetland pony, and I've been running wild tonight. I'm breaking free and bucking.
I mean, we made it so 3 a.m. We crushed it.
It's the real witching hour.
And now we have to wake up for checkout.
No, I told them that we moved it. We called it eminent domain.
Oh, we own the building?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're the FBI.
Yeah, we're squatters now. And they said, well, we're going to have you removed almost instantly. I said, well, okay. I call your bluff.
Uh-oh, you're yawning.
Yanni. I'm the musician Yanni.
Maybe when we wake up in the morning, the cords will be working.
They won't be.
Okay. Well,
She's trying to manifest and wish this XLR cable into... sorry, that's technical talk. XLR cable. XLR 32468. Who do we appreciate? It's not... The cord doesn't work. Called the Geek Squad.
Here's what I saw happening. I saw the beginning of an ad for a movie where it had the A24 logo on it. And then it had Paul Rudd in some weird bisexual lighting.
For sure.
And it had Tim Robinson.
Which is pretty much the lighting he's almost exclusively in.
In some, like, weird bisexual lighting. And I was like, wait, an A24 movie with Paul Rudd and Tim Robinson in it? That doesn't make any fucking sense. So, and I don't like spoilers. Like, I don't watch trailers.
She hates Asian cars. She hates Nissans. She really hates spoilers.
Like, I want to go into stuff without knowing anything.
She hates Tokyo Drift and hates spoilers.
All I knew was that it was an A24 comedy. Or I guess I was guessing that it was a comedy because it had Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd in it. Mm-hmm. So I made my man take me to see it. And we saw it at Alamo Drafthouse.
In San Antonio? That's fucking rich.
And were we in San Antonio? I think we were in Austin. He came to see me.
Either way, you remembered the Alamo, so that's good.
Amen. One thing about me is I will remember the Alamo.
I try not to. I'm always talking about Davy Crockett and David Bowie almost all the time.
So, it was disturbing. And for me, the thing is, it's not that I hate Tim Robinson.
She's literally been going on about how much she hates him and how uncomfortable he makes her feel. So that's still...
It's that I get this secondhand embarrassment when he's in these awkward scenarios and he takes it too far.
But maybe you need to look within.
I know that's the problem. Is like when it happens in my real life and I do it and I can't escape it and I escalate it to where it's too far because I'm trying to have a good time. And
that's my whole existence, by the way.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you're a cringe person...
Well, I'm not that. I'm pretty sick, but...
I'm a cringe person. I feel...
Oh, yeah, you are kind of a cringe person.
Yes. And I don't even watch anime. I'm just like this.
No, you do watch anime. You tried to maybe watch some snow video one time, and it was not... Oh, never mind. There was nudity. Yeah, you watch cartoons with nudity in it. Did you hear about that bill that Texas is trying to pass? Which one? They're trying to... About anime? About the duck bills? What is that the next gender that's on the chopping block? Yeah. No more anime bathrooms in schools. It's about time, yeah, because we're... Well, what it says in the bill is, like, I have to take a new route. Oh, okay, sorry. If any piece of media has a child being depicted in an adult situation... Okay, everyone. The person that has it can be, like, charged with whatever. I mean, that can be good because there's a lot of problematic
That's what I said. I think
pedophilia. We talked about this before, though. How they're like, how they're, and they always, it's always some pedophile doing a loophole. It's like, well, this is like, it's actually not a kid. Like, yeah, it looks like a kid and acting like a baby for sure, but it's actually a 13,000-year-old demon.
yeah, it's a
So,
13,000-year-old, 14-year-old
we
with
can
giant
fuck,
tits.
so we can fuck it, but it is a kid, but it's not a kid, but it looks like one. So just hey, tell me show me the rules where we broke. Show me. I'm not gonna do the accent, but show me the rules. Beads of sweat starting to tear up right here. little, little.
So what I used to think was that when you were holding your phone, you were like reading something or looking at something. And
No.
what I'm learning tonight as we share this...
Oh, I'm
this,
pretending to look like I'm looking at something. I'm not. You think it'd be a naked woman? It's not. It's just my menu.
It's just literally like you've been staring at the home screen of your phone
I'm trying to
for 60 minutes.
decide which. Well, first of all, I'm playing Wordle, so I'm trying to figure out. Oh, I'm gonna let me play some darts. No.
Okay, I swear I'm going to finish
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go back to
literally any sentence that I started.
All right, I'm gonna go back. I'll be listening.
First, I'm going to finish up the thread about the anime bill, which it includes some notes about AI generated content, but it also might be a way to shoehorn the anti-trans agenda, because they'll consider gender non-conforming to be an adult situation so that they won't be able to depict trans children. So even though I do think a lot of anime like makes me so uncomfortable and is so pedophilic, and I can't even watch it because it makes me want to fucking barf.
Yeah, they want to put big tits on just about anything, which normally I'm fully
It's
supportive
so
of.
gross. Like people that are super, I can't.
Kids are the one thing that I say, hey, no big tits on kids.
I don't know.
That's
Why
my one rule.
such...
That's my one rule.
I was a big tittied kid, and
bet
I
you
got
don't.
miserably bullied and like harassed by older men.
Yeah,
So I was bullied by my peers
sucks.
and harassed by men. There's nothing fun about that experience, and it is, yeah, like. Anyway, I know that no one wants to listen to women, so I'll keep that short. But
Hey, don't get an attitude.
to finish my thread about friendship, I found that to be one of the most disturbing movies I've ever seen in my life. It was so disturbing. And I am on my horror kick for the past couple years. And I considered that to be a horror movie because I find Tim Robinson to be so scary.
That's hilarious. I wonder if you're alone in that take.
Like, you didn't feel...
I mean, for sure, but that's kind of the beauty of his comedy. It's like to put you in that space. That's the whole thing.
Like, I had to, cover my eyes. I couldn't watch. It was just so fucked up.
All right. Well, it's very high Rotten Tomato scores, as we obviously, because the movie's incredible.
And I love the movie. The movie was amazing. I mean, I really liked the kind of dance that the comedy and horror had. I liked that it was a mostly comedy with some
I
horror.
think it's just a comedy, and you're the only one that's throwing... I mean, I respect a nuanced take, though, but I think...
The tunnel,
it's a comedy.
the gun,
It's a comedy.
the music.
Comedy.
Come on.
No, I respect your take. No, that's a cool...
It has horror music in it.
Yeah, but, I mean...
Listen to the soundtrack.
So
the
do my
soundtrack's unsettling.
playlists, and that doesn't mean that it's spooky.
Well, that's the
Because I got the
thing.
Monster Mash in my playlist doesn't mean that it's a scary playlist.
There's moments where, and this is a little spoilery if you want to skip 15 seconds.
Everybody clicks off. Fuck, okay.
But there's a moment where you are like, hey, is this guy stalking him?
100%.
Is this going to become really violent?
Yeah, that's true. They were on the precipice of something. That's a good point.
And that's a horror thing. That's the tension, they have these POV moments where he's looking in through the window.
No, yeah, he was a creep.
It's a scary movie, and I liked that. I thought it was cool, but I also think that my take is a little informed by the fact that I find the escalation of awkward moments to be really anxiety inducing.
Well, I think you did nail it. I mean, I'm playing the devil.
Well, there were people in the theater going, "Oh fuck," out loud.
Oh no!
In the theater, people were like, "No, no, 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 no!" You was you were in a horror movie. They were like, "Don't open the door! Don't open the door!"
100% that they whatever the thing that Tim Robinson does best, it was fully weaponized in this, and
So
they
sad.
definitely that was the point. And I think that you're probably right that it is supposed to teeter on horror because there was that tension that was always built, and you could tell that it was what was some. Maybe not. Like, What About Bob? Have you ever seen What About Bob?
That sounds familiar. What is
No, you haven't. It was a Bill Murray movie. I'm trying to think of something where like there's like a it's an annoying guest, and have you ever seen Harry and the Hendersons?
it? I love that movie.
No, Harry was not imposing. I'm just trying to think of where it's just like, oh, this is getting out of hand. Oh yeah, The Grinch. No, that's not right.
Well, wasn't there that Steve Carell one?
Jumanji.
Yeah, Steve Carell and Jumanji.
Something that's in. Yeah. Something where an invasive guy shows up and it just keeps getting worse. I can't think of any. There's probably 1,000 examples that I can't come up with one.
Yeah, listeners, if you've made it this far in the episode, which, first of all, you may want to see a psychiatrist, but second of all, comment if you know any movies that were...
You ever seen any movies where a guy comes in and makes things get bad? Oh, yeah. You mean Dupree? Pretty good, but things get pretty... But that's not... It's never dangerous, though. That's just zany.
Yeah, the danger part, I think, was cool. And the fact that it didn't go all the way. Because, like, yes, there is, like, a trope of, like, a guy or a girl showing up and everything gets really, really bad. But it ends in, like, you know, someone actually dying or getting murdered.
Tyler Durden showing up in his own life, maybe? Is a dangerous friend? Yeah. No, that's not right. I can't... There's an example of somebody coming in and really, really messing stuff up. And I just can't think of it.
Yeah, I feel like you're right.
Like, I know, I'm thinking of something specific, and I just can't come up with it because I have early onset dementia. Dementia is really coming on strong.
Well, it is. I mean, we've been doing a lot. I have been considering doing drugs, actually.
But not real ones. Because grades up, drugs down, kids.
If the DEA is listening,
they are. We are. We're always listening.
Oh, I have a paintbrush for the ASMR.
What about mine? What's a cat?
Oh,
Meow, 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 meow.
Stop that. What's that movie where... Just like the most annoying noises.
just a cat being attacked. Meow, meow.
It's like anti-ASMR designed to piss you off and make you want to fight people. Like jangling keys in the background.
You know I'm good at... What's some ice?
No, it's that movie where a Martian comes down and it's the guy from Back to the Future.
Oh, Christopher Lloyd?
Mm-hmm.
Or he's an angel? Angel's in the outfield. Got it.
Or he's a Martian. I think it's called The Martian.
Mm-hmm.
And he like drinks a lava lamp.
No, that's the Matt Damon movie. I've had 2 or 3 lava lamps and
I'm doing just fine.
truth be told, I'm killing it. I'm like, my whole stomach's neon.
Just like glowing from your butthole. Like, yeah, everything's fine.
Just pure carcinogens. Okay, so I look friendship. So you were right. That's a correct take. From my limited research, you were correct on your review of that.
But based on the first page of Google, I've done some investigative journalism, and Astra is
hold
right.
on, you are correct, but I would the failing New York Times friendship review. Are men okay? Well, first of all, let me just stop you right there. No.
I mean, that's a great point.
Absolutely no.
I do not think that men are okay. Wow, I'm so sorry, y'all.
It must have written by some blue-haired idiot, I'm sure.
Okay, so let's imagine this. You're laying in the forest. You hear a chipmunk approaching.
Hello, it's me. I'm Alvin Simon Theodore.
Oh, speaking of movies, did you hear...
Do you have it in the wood? I'd love to have a little bit of wood. I can do that voice. I can do, hey, it's me, W, and I can do, hello. Okay.
I'm doing like a relaxing ASMR, and you're doing like the most annoying voices possible.
It's me, chipmunk.
Tell me that you've seen the reviews of Lilo and Stitch, the live action.
No, but I've seen the fan fiction, and it's hot.
Well, do you remember the first Lilo and Stitch?
Yeah, I remember it's some foreign dog or something.
Yeah, an illegal alien.
Who do you point at?
The illegals listening to this podcast.
Get back into that border. This is a dream. This is a dream podcast. If you listen to this podcast, you actually are a citizen. So congratulations, you did it.
Yeah, I think it's crazy that we are deporting people who are technically native to this land. It's so fucked up. Like, we are on Mexican land right now recording this podcast.
Yeah, I got a buddy that he got deported back to Ireland just because of his last name, and they're doing that pretty much just deporting everybody.
So,
Crazy.
on that note, in the original Lilo and Stitch, what happens is, like, there's a disaster, these two sisters lose their parents,
Ooh.
and the older sister essentially raises her younger sister.
Okay, very nice.
And then social services comes.
Oh, no.
And is like, we want to be sure that you're safe for this child. And the big sister, through a bunch of catastrophes, is trying to, like, be a good mom, right?
Okay.
But what happens is aliens arrive on planet Earth.
That happens every time I'm trying to raise my sibling.
Anytime I'm trying to prove the government right, and then there's an alien.
Well, that's
You know what I'm saying?
And there's like that's a clause in most things that you get out of it. It's like, well, I mean, if the aliens show up, surely this is null and void.
Yeah, as you can see here in paragraph 2-A, Project Bluebeam, all bets are off.
You know, the government's like, actually, no, we're going to actually include this alien catastrophe in with what's going on with you, and we're going to loop it in as one big thing, so good luck.
So the aliens come to Earth, and it makes the big sister look even worse. But through befriending and learning to help the aliens...
Okay, question. Hello. Yeah, University of Phoenix College, newspaper online. I got a question. What were the aliens doing that made her look bad?
Well, Stitch, the blue guy...
He's the blue dog that talks foreign?
He's the blue dog that talks foreign.
Okay.
He's a little bit of a menace.
Okay, yeah.
He doesn't understand human culture.
Could he be an example of the thing I was trying to think of previously?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Lilo and Stitch. Shout out to Lilo. Shout out to Stitch.
But Lilo really cares for Stitch, and you know they form a bond. They become allies.
But he's trouble.
There's two aliens that are after Stitch because he's an experiment.
Gotcha.
They ultimately find Stitch and help they like, you know, become one big happy family, or as they say in the movie, Ohana.
Ugh.
You never saw Lilo and Stitch, the Disney animated movie? Okay.
No.
Well, that's the long and short of it. It's really gorgeous. It takes place in Hawaii. There's beautiful, like, illustration. It's a great Disney movie.
But what, so they fucked this new one or what?
Yeah. They fucked it.
Have you ever? They're going to do that. They do it every time.
No, I haven't seen it yet, and I probably won't until I can get it illegally. Don't tell the DEA that I said that. NSA, if you're listening, that was a joke.
We are, and we were writing it down, so sorry.
And maybe I can bribe you to let me off the hook.
You cannot. We are the government.
Hey.
Actually, we are for sale. I'm just kidding. We are, anything actually goes. So sorry. All right, I'll cut out of this. Edit this out of the podcast, please.
Let me get a little lower on that shirt there, and we'll see what you're working with before we decide.
Well, I was talking more heroin and opium in Afghanistan, but that's neither here nor there. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Edit this out.
However, not only is it a live action remake, which I think is so fucking stupid.
Stop doing that. Please stop doing that.
The live action remakes?
Yes.
Yeah, there's no reason to.
If we fell in love with an animated thing, please, I don't want to see a real fucking lie. I don't want to see real Mufasa die.
Yeah, what's the point?
I mean,
it's a money grab, but...
But just do like a cool... Like, that's just so... That sucks. I don't want to see a real blue dog.
Exactly. So in addition to some of the alien stuff being off, the big controversy that has developed is that whereas in the end of the animated series, Nani, the older sister, gets to keep Lilo by proving that she's a good mom.
And that's not a euphemism for vagina?
In this one, she
My Nani.
is convinced to go to college in California, in the mainland United States.
Liberal.
And leave Lilo with someone who is designated to care for her by the state.
Whoa.
So what they did was they turned this like cute little story that ultimately has a happy ending
Into something bad.
into this weird, complicated legal situation where the sisters get separated from each other.
Yeah, we love a legal snafu. That's one of our big points of selling. We love a snafu.
Like, what the fuck? Isn't that weird?
I mean, yeah.
And so a lot of people are pointing out, and I've only seen video reviews, that one of the sad parts of this is that Native people are often like encouraged to give their children up for adoption because they're considered still uncivilized, unable to care for their children because they have a different way of parenting. It is a weapon of white supremacy so that those children can be raised in white families and assimilate to white culture
Or
in the
be
United
fed
States.
to Hillary Clinton and her ghouls.
Or to be fed to Hillary Clinton and her ghouls.
And they're hungry and thirsty.
So in the midst of all of these ICE deportations, decolonization and land back movements, Palestine trying to regain the rights to their land that has been colonized by Israel. In the midst of all of that, Disney drops this remake where the native people decide, oh yeah, maybe we shouldn't take care of our own children. Maybe instead of having a system of kinship care where we do what's best for us, we should like move to mainland United States and go to a college where they'll propagandize us and just leave my baby sister with my neighbor. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what we're trying to do. That's my sinister Mickey.
That's pretty good. It's pretty sinister.
Okay.
Hey, look up the horror movie that was filmed inside of Disney Park.
I will, but also, do you want to hear a little side Disney conspiracy?
Yeah.
That Disney only made the film Frozen, so that movie took over the search for to get rid of the Frozen head searches for Walt Disney. That it was literally would just take up all of the Frozen. That's look. I was like, okay, I like that. That's like very clever. So only that movie would pop up, and never any more of Disney Frozen talking about Walt Disney's head.
That's really funny.
Sick, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I remember watching it years ago, and it's in black and white, I think. And it's illegal to film in Disney parks.
And did you also know that Walt Disney, one of his last notes that he wrote before he passed away was kill Goofy? I swear to God. He hated Goofy, and he wanted Goofy dead, and that was a real thing. Pretty funny, huh? Let's get Goofy out of here. Gorsh. All right, what am I looking at?
H-O...
To the Izzo. E to the Izze.
H-O-R-R-E-R.
H-O-M-O.
Homo.
H-O-R-R? Oh, horror.
Horror movie filmed inside Disney Park. And it might have been a rumor. It may not have actually been filmed.
Yeah, there's no way it was real.
I don't know. Because it's a bad movie. Like, it's not good.
No, but they're watching, so you can't, like that guy that pretended to go through that rock thing, you can't get it. They have a full
We'll never
Nazi
know 'cause how slow you type.
Mickey's got a fucking special ops team there. Him and the Goofy and all them, and they're really up to it's at Disney.
Yeah, at the time, like, it was illegal to film anything in Disney, I think. Oh, Escape from Tomorrow, that's it.
Now we got Escape from Tomorrow.
Oh, 2013. I thought it was older than that.
Oh, Randall Moore.
Is it a 2013 American independent horror film written and directed by Randy Moore in his directorial debut. It tells a bizarre experience of disturbing visions on the last day of a family vacation at the Walt Disney World Resort. And the cover image is like a Mickey hand that's covered in blood. Yeah, I remember it being gory. I go to Images.
I don't really want to go to Images if that's okay. I get night terrors already in hotels, so I don't.
Oh yeah, we should.
Can't wait to scream and scare you later. It's gonna be sick when I do that.
It scares me every time. It's so scary.
Yeah, I'm haunted by lots of demons, and they usually come for me at night.
It is weird they only come for you at night when I'm next to you in a hotel.
I'm probably screaming all the time, dude. In bed, I'm just like screaming bloody murder all the time, and I can't wake myself up. And truthfully, it's a very scary place to be. What am I looking up?
Just hit the back button.
Possibly legal issues.
Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, do that.
Many journalists. No, just his name's McWeenie. All right, well, honestly, we're going to have to rule against you, McWeenie. Sorry. Case closed. We're ruling in favor of whoever is against you, McWeenie.
Wait, did you see if it was actually filmed in the Disney park?
Yeah, because it was.
McWeenie's, I got to do the quote.
McWeenie, I'm sorry, we are ruling against you.
McWeenie said about the film, Disney's lawyers are probably climbing into helicopters and planning a raid on Park City right now.
Very funny, McWeenie, but your name is McWeenie. Please never try to clown us again.
Yeah, I feel...
Hey, McWeenie. Idiot. Where'd you get your name? The penis store? Okay.
Hey, I think we should bring Mickey on the show.
Bad Mickey?
He's got a lot to say.
I've got a lot to say about the Ariel.
What's the plot?
Mickey's in Israel, and I don't know. I can't really read. I got these glasses on.
It only highlights. There's smart glasses that highlight anything that has to do with wieners.
They argue that Disney does not have some kind of general intellectual property in Disney World itself. I don't know if I don't necessarily agree with that. I'm kind of a legal hound myself, and I would not agree with that.
Well,
The scene where a Disney princess attempts to crush a child seems to eliminate that possibility. God, these are some snarky McWeenies really being a McWeener.
A Disney princess attempts to crush a child.
Hey, it's Belle. Come here. Okay, so yeah, and then what happens? Goofy is a pedophile. What else happens? I don't know.
Oh, remember that Atlanta episode where they did a whole thing about Goofy being black?
I mean, I kind of agree with that.
Yeah, that was a really creative episode.
You know, kind of.
I missed that show.
It was a little try hard, but I'm with you.
I didn't keep up with it. I should go back and do.
He was just trying to. He was just doing fucking.
Experimenting.
He was just doing what's the He's like doing Twin Peaks. He's kind of doing kind of a. Yeah, he was.
Like a Lynchian thing.
Very Lynchian. I mean, he's a very genius. I'm not taking anything away from him. And then like the alligator episode with Cat Williams was incredible.
Yeah.
And he's just, if he would just stop being childish.
You could drink your fucking wine.
Gambino. Did you hear my Childish Gambino joke I
Yeah,
just
I
did?
got it. That was funny.
What was I talking about? Gorsh. Oh yeah. Do you know what kind of car Goofy has?
No.
A Gorsh 911. Oh Gorsh.
Well, we mentioned 9/11. I think that means we can go.
Oh yeah. What ultimately, one real quick before we get out of here, what happened with those towers? You know.
What's up with that?
What's up with that? Yeah, we have to mention 9/11 on every.
One day they're there, the next day they're gone. What's up with that? It is crazy that out of all of the conspiracy theories, I will get like a video on TikTok in my algorithm organically of like 9/11 more often than anything else.
People are always trying. You gotta always remember it. You never can forget it.
Never forget. They're always like, this is a different angle of the Twin Towers being hit, or like, this is what I saw that day. Like, it's everywhere all the time.
Have I worn my Hooters shirt on this? No, I guess we've only done a few episodes. My Hooters 9/11 shirt.
Ooh.
That says "Let Freedom Wing," and they really made it for 9/11. And it's got the Twin Towers on it.
That's pretty cool.
Shout out to Hooters, really holding it down.
Yeah, in retrospect, like, even though at the time, like, the entire nation was traumatized by the terrorist attack.
By Bin Laden. We should have talked about him on this episode, but you didn't want to.
Yeah, we'll do it on an episode where we're not laying in bed at 1 a.m.
It's 3 a.m. You're lying.
It's
4
3 a.m. I must be lonely.
That song is about his dying mother.
I was so close to finishing a sentence, too. I was, like, this close to finishing my sentence.
All right, I'm gonna be on the email. I'm not
What was I even saying?
You were talking about the Jews. You're railing against the Jews again. All right, I'm sorry. I do apologize. I'm
I was talking about how everyone was really traumatized by 9/11, but ultimately a lot of the stuff that was made during that time is objectively hilarious. Like that video of the cheerleaders that are doing a simulation of the Twin Towers being hit by the planes.
Oh yeah, some of the children performing of art.
Yeah, and like the T-shirts, obviously. We gotta post a picture of your Enron shirt.
I mean, it's not that cool.
It's a cool shirt. It's like an Enron sponsored baseball thing.
The Astro Stadium when it was in 2000 when it was open was Enron Field before it was changed to Minute Maid Park because Enron were some bad. They were some bad hombres.
Yeah. And they kind of ruined a lot of parts of the economy too. Like what
Yeah.
they did had a effect.
Yeah.
Like, and none of the other businesses that were inspired by Enron got fucking raided. You know what I mean? Like, ugh.
Everyone was balling out. They were just creating shell companies and just being like, yeah. I mean, they truly got greedy.
If you can cheat, then you should. That's like the Enron way.
I mean, there was like, I mean, they were really going above and beyond. You got to give. They're almost like they were so bad that you got to kind of tip your cap to them. Be like, you guys were truly bad.
Yeah, I guess game recognize game.
I love what they're doing over there. Shout out to Jeff Skilling.
Um,
I'm trying to think if I have anything. Oh, here you want to hear something cool?
Is it related to movies?
Kind of.
What is it?
Well, Nancy Reagan was an actress.
Oh, so is Ronald Reagan.
And yeah, they both were. And
Ronald Reagan was an actress.
He was. Yeah, he was quite the.
Auga.
Auga. Shout out to wolves, cartoon wolves.
Big tits.
Big titties. Okay, so she and they, as a tandem, as a couple, super into astrology. So much so that they had a personal astrologer that would advise Nancy on all sorts of stuff, and she even had a let me see if I can pull it up. A astrology computer that
Cool.
that she used, but also that the CIA used to give to foreign dignitaries to help push them to make certain decisions based on the astrology calendar, would actually try to influence that way. But that's not what my point is here. Is that the rumor is that whoever her astrologer that was advising her had mentioned how bad drugs were getting in the country, and that and then Nancy at the same time was searching for what she was going to make her cause. And apparently this astrologer had somehow influenced her to doing the war on drugs, all because of an astrologer.
Wow.
So I don't know if that's true, but that'd be wild. That had just how crazy like history is. Just because some person was like, actually, I'm going to look into this, and there's like, you know what, I think I will. It's actually, that's how history happens sometimes.
And astrologers can be, as an astrologer, I have to say, we can be very problematic.
I'm always talking about the stars and charts, and I'm just like, hey, what would you do? Would you like to Capricorn the drugs or what?
I mean, you gotta look up Nancy Reagan astrology calculator.
I've seen it before. I can't play TikToks right now, but that's because I had a whole thing on it, and like TikTok. It's like a sick.
Because I'm really into like, some people believe that that machine that they, not like a machine, but like an early rudimentary machine that they found, that they believe to be like a Crete or Rome or Greece, like the earliest calculator that we know of.
Yeah.
It's speculated that it might be astrological in nature.
That sick ass wheel that they found?
Yeah.
That thing's tight as hell. Then you see it. That really is one of the coolest things that you.
And the thing is, like, sailors use stars to navigate. You know what I mean? So there is a close relationship between astronomy and astrology.
And the three wise men.
And navigation, but I do think that like our relationship to the stars was just such a bigger part of our culture. Like a lot of the early internet as we know it, you know, was people. Yeah, it was porn. That's a great point.
I'm sorry.
No, you're doing great. I appreciate your contribution.
I mean, what would everybody say if Wallace and Gromit was not clay and it was live action? Wouldn't that piss every people off? Sorry, I'm going back to that old point.
We were talking about Wallace and Gromit earlier, a long time ago.
Trying to get the. Well, I just thought that we were talking about the live action thing. I was like, I mean, wouldn't that
Nancy Reagan, though. Because that's going to show you modern stuff. Everybody's trying to be a fucking astrologer now.
I know, and we are sick of people trying to come in and steal our valor.
Yeah, I'm the last one. Oh, sorry, y'all.
Close call.
My computer just had a ghost face on it. That's why we looked so scared.
I'm actually so scared right now.
We didn't even ghost hunt in here, huh?
Short time, I haven't. I've actually been doing some on the sly.
computer.
What's their time on the episode?
We've been talking for 45 minutes. All we have to do is look at this computer, describe it to the audience, and then we can
Well, then I can
leave.
do my rap.
Then you can do your rap. Yes, baby. We can show them your rap you made.
1, 2. Yeah, that was it.
Yes. Can I hold it up to the camera?
Hold on, no, because I gotta find out what. I want to see if I can see any nudes first, and then we're gonna see what.
Any nudes of Nancy Reagan?
Yeah, she's a slam bam hottie. Yeah, this is the one. Yep. Isn't this sick? Hold on, let me pull it up. Yep, just like I would. That's how
That is so cool.
I mean, I don't know how it works or what it is or what it does, or don't show any of my nudes, please. Everybody's like sick.
That's really
calculator.
cool.
And you can type, if you type 80085, it's boobs upside down. On this calculator as well.
Well, I think on that note.
But do you even know what this does, since you're a witch?
Let me look at it.
It just tells you where the calendar is. Stars are, the numbers. Put the numbers in the stars. Charts.
Well, the different numbers are associated with different planets.
Okay.
It looks like you can put in your
Social Security number.
time of birth and print a chart.
That makes sense.
Oh, no, actually, that's not true. You have to actually manually enter
I'm gonna
the
look up
sign.
what they do.
You have to manually enter the sign and the degrees, and then it'll make you the little chart.
Ooh, that's cool as hell.
So if it's like sextile or 90 degrees or...
Oh,
Ooh, this is cool. Tropical date, you can enter the dates.
Ooh, whether they're doing the hula or not.
This is, I mean, that's really neat.
But anyways, the war on drugs is because of a dumb witch. Just kidding. Now I'm gonna look up what they do and then we'll get out of here.
Will you keep them busy for a second? I can pull a card.
Oh yeah, pull a card for the collective. Wow, that did not feel great. Please be a devil. Please be some sort of mean devil.
Okay.
I'm good.
I mean, it might be something. I think a lot of computers back in the day required skill to operate.
That's
They weren't like very user friendly. You know what I mean?
well. That's why. Yeah. Oh, these are sick.
Oh, I saw one of those on Facebook Marketplace.
The new ones or the game?
That one,
That's
yeah.
fire.
The 1979 one.
Yeah, that's when they were selling the Ouija board. And it's like, oh no, we were just trying to have a good Christmas, and we invited Zozo the demon.
Sorry, I did it again. Yeah, I've been doing readings because it's Pride Month here in Texas.
It's not in it everywhere.
Nowhere else, just Texas. So all month long, I'm doing $5 readings with the Queer Tarot. And they're on my YouTube if you want to look them up. So let's pull a card for the collective.
Ooh, I need one of these witch computers. That one's sick as hell.
Amazing. It's the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a great card for marriage and stability. It is a card of homecoming, being able to come home to someone that you love. Ooh. So,
I was just yawning. What?
You sounded like a cartoon person yawning.
I was. Oh, it's me. I wish I had love, but I don't. Cause I keep killing the Jews. That's sick as hell.
So anyway, I think this means that you need to get your shit together.
Yeah, you idiots.
Just like every other card in the tarot.
Morons.
But yeah, that's good news. If you're looking for love this month, you'll probably find it. If you're looking for
Loving it all around places.
home, so like someone to come home to, even if it's like a roommate or a friend that you can feel comfortable with.
A friendly lizard that you bought because you're into reptiles.
A lesbian to get a U-Haul with, stuff like that.
You've got too many bats in your house, but you've befriended them, and now you've got a bat problem, but you also have friends.
Yeah, a dog, a cat, a craft. Something that when you come home to it, it makes you feel welcome and like yourself.
A puppet that you make say racist things.
All right, we're wrapping it up, kids. I think that honestly, we had so many technical issues.
Ooh, skeleton.
It's a miracle we even came on
It is a miracle. It's a miracle.
And I know that it's a little unconventional, but what we ask of you as your conspiracy parents is that you shut your mouth and you learn to be grateful for what you fucking get.
Go to your room, you piece of shit. You're grounded.
Go to your room, and I better not see you in there doing naughty stuff.
Yeah, you better not. You better.
Or I'll get stuck in the dryer.
Or I'll be stuck in the washer, and you see, you got to take your pick. Pick your poison with your. Just get this thing out of hand.
Pick your poison with your pickle pecker.
That's right. You'll rue the day that you thought. Okay.
I do, just to sign off.
I think I am stuck in the side of the bed though.
Remember how we had an episode that had stuck in the title, and we talked about stuck porn a lot on that episode?
Yeah.
And it had the most listens out of all of our podcast episodes.
They're probably so pissed off. They're like, this is so disrespectful to what we try to do. And they're like, yeah, it's just some lady stuck in the dirt outside, and somebody comes. It's like, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Absolutely crazy. Stay spooky, sluts.
Yeah. Another banger.
I think it was pretty good for what we did.
I think it was hilarious. I'm sorry I didn't mean to interrupt you. I apologize. I was just fired up. And I didn't have headphones to hear you.